Alright, I am using a screen recorder app to show you the camera through my phone so we can get the whole thing here. I'm doing a review on the 1080p Full HD dash and capture cam by Yada BEON. Okay, I got it for... So it was originally, as you can see on the top there, $43.27. But it got voided because I could see it online for cheaper. Okay, and I went to the Walmart app and it showed $34.61. So I got the price. I bought two of them. I bought one for my mom and one for me, and I also bought a knife, but besides the point here. Basically, I wanted to review this thing because I'm really happy with it. This thing right here, I wish I could get a better look at it. There we go. I'm gonna take it off. Okay, that's how it plugs in. It's got a USB, but it actually it hooks onto those openings right there, so it's not actually just holding by the USB, it's holding by like a hook. So I'm pretty happy with it. I've already tested it. This does enough quality to see license plates, and 1080p at 30 frames per second. I'm happy with it. You could pay another $55 and get the 4K model, but to me, $55 more just wasn't worth it. This is what it looks like. You got the forward button, I believe, or back button there, and the forward button right there, and then the pause and stop. You can adjust your settings through this thing. I have yet to figure out what combination of buttons you got to press to do that, or however long you got to press or whatever. Maybe you got to tap it or something. So the bottom one, if you hit the bottom, no. Okay, I don't know what I did. You see what I'm saying? I don't even know how I did that. But this is how you go through it. You got all these ways to do it. You can, so again, this is to select, is this button. So if we hit that, it's going to go there. Resolution should stay at full HD, so we can click on it. I'll keep it there. Loop record for dash, right? On the side you got for dash, which would be the car, and the other one's out if you're like hiking or doing something like skateboarding or something you want to record, you know. It's pretty cool. That one's like 5 minutes. Go down, motion detection, I have it off. Microphone I have on. G sensor, so this is like for shock. I have it low to not have false positives. What that does is basically if you get in an accident or have an like a very shocking crash or something like that, or you hit the brakes real bad, or just it would have to vibrate enough for this to register, but it'll prevent you from overwriting your current footage, which shouldn't be a big deal, especially theoretically if you did have an accident. You would probably get the evidence from the camera pretty like soon right after you get it, so you wouldn't have really a fear of really needing that. So I just keep it on low because you don't want it on high, or else you'll have permanently locked videos that can't be overwritten, and it'll just take up space in your SD. You don't necessarily want that. This comes with a 16 gig SD card. This should be sufficient for most people, but I highly recommend, it does go up to 256 gigabits, which 256 gigabits to me is like, you know, you can go on Amazon. I seen one, the cheapest was $30, which is really good. I think it was a Blink SD card. The other one was like $55. That was a SanDisk. Other than that, you're looking at $70+. So the 256 gigabit or gigabyte micro SD cards are not cheap, but it's nice to have opportunity to be going through this and have it. You can put your license plate number in here. I don't do that. I don't see the relevance. Frequency is defaulted to 60. I recommend keeping that. But there's that for video. That's the main one right there. So I believe you just hold the back button now, which is on the bottom. Now we can just go, I'm going to skip the camera because it's not relevant for me. Not taking photos. We can go to the gallery. I haven't done this yet. Let's check that out. We got events. Ooh, we got events. Okay. Action video, photo. Let's see what events got. Okay, so we got some events. This is when I first got it. I was in the parking lot when I was driving. More driving. More driving. So hold back again on the bottom. Go down to dash video. We got more. That's where I was setting it up at my house. So action video. I guess I did some of that too, probably hit the button wrong. So the action video would be that on the side. So if I flicked it up, that's for like hiking and stuff, and obviously I'm not hiking, so I want it low on the car. That auto records when you start up and stuff. So I don't know if I got any photos yet. No photos. So basically there's that. I'm going through the settings on this. System settings is pretty important. For Wi-Fi, you're going to want to set a new password so somebody just doesn't access it, or you can shut it off. I've already done that, but I don't want to show my password. Let's go continue. We got screensaver. I have this on. I have it at 1 minute, and it shows the digital clock with date. I really like it. I believe you've seen it in the beginning of this video. Auto power off. I have this set at 5 minutes. You can also set it to 1 minute. Infrared night vision. I have it on auto. It comes default on off. It doesn't make sense. I think you'd want that on. Haven't tested the night, so I don't know yet. Can't say anything to it. Beep and boot sound, keep it on. You can set the date and time, but I don't recommend it if you just connect your phone to the app and the app to this device, which I will show you. It updates the time and date for you. It's pretty awesome. And then date and logo stamp, keep that on. And then there you go. Basically now I'm going to just back out of this. System settings and video settings is really all you need. And now to get it into video mode, we're going to hit the top button. No, I don't know what I did. So okay, so you hold the bottom button to go to video, or you hold it again to go to camera. So hold it again, go to video, top button, still settings. What the heck? Interesting. So the top button's the settings, but you have to not be recording. That's probably why. So if I'm recording, that's why I can't go to settings. Oh, but that also mutes the microphone. So that mutes the microphone. So that's what that does while it's recording. You hit the top, it mutes the mic. So now I'm going to put this back up here. But before I do that, we're going to show you that you can, right? You look at the bottom right hand, you see there's 3 bars on the battery. If I plug this in, right here with this CUSB, and this is just plugged into my car, right here. If we go and look at this, now it's charging. So what that means, this is just a 2.4 amp. You could literally use, I think the default for this, I don't have the documentation right handy. Yeah, I do. So this is it. This is a BEON1BK. But if you go in here, it should tell you. Actually, there's like a photo or something. Yeah, right here, something. These are all the specs. Yeah, maximum signal range is not far. I tried doing it from the house. It is horrible. I recommend only downloading videos and viewing the content of the card on the device from within 10 feet around the vehicle, not hidden behind a wall or something. But one of the things I wanted to see here, because basically what I'm getting at here is that is 2.4 amps. You don't need that. It comes with like a 1 amp. 5 volt 1 amp or something like that, so it doesn't actually require really all that much. So you could technically have this in the one other mode with the person, you know. See 5 volt DC at 1 amp power input. So there you go, right at the bottom right there. So yeah, and it's got a 680 milliamp battery. 110 degree view angle. I'm pretty happy with it. It's not bad enough to, you know, I think it's decent enough for me. So I can do this, right? It could be portable. You could have a power pack portable, go hiking in the woods, and you could use this. You could even take photos with it. Let's plug that back in. It's charging on this way where I have it plugged in and whatnot, as you can see. And there you go. You can move it, right? You can move it wherever you want, angle it. And what I did is I just ran it through the top of the molding here on both my mom's vehicle and mine. And I went down here into this, and I ran it from back in here. You know, this pops off, so I just opened that up, my fuse panel, and I just pushed it in here behind the steering column and stuff. And I just went around and through the molding, I pinched it in there. I used you know, something like this. I just pushed it in, and now it's back behind it. And I ran it down, and you know, it's not perfect, you know, but it's, you know, I'm not here for perfect. My mom's vehicle is basically perfect. The only thing she had was a wire going from literally like right here down to there. That was it. But that's because I didn't want to take her. She has a Mini Cooper, and I didn't want to. She has airbags up here, but I managed to bypass that. That worked out, but it was real tight down here on the window, and I couldn't get it to go all the way down and around, so I just didn't mess with it. She was happy with it. I'm happy with it. We're all good. But overall, I'm happy with this camera. I'm happy with the price I paid for it, considering, you know, I even got that little discount there for $34. So it's $35 for this thing. Comes with the 16 gigs SD card. And before I let that go, because, right, we have the app here. But in order for this app to work, we got to be on a hotspot. I mean the Wi-Fi. And you got to have your location on. So if we go here, this is it. We're going to connect. All right, we're connected. We're going to go back. Now we're in the app. Right? Now we're going to go BEON, because that's what we have. We're going to click it again to connect. And now we're in the app. And you can see I'm moving my hand, right? But what's cool is you can hit this bottom right here, and you can see your events and videos and stuff, and you can go through them. And there's multiplicity of them, you know, so you can go through your videos. And you can download them directly to your phone. These are the ones I've downloaded. So for example, you know, but basically it's real nice because you don't have to take out the SD card. You don't have to get an micro SD card, the SD card adapter, plug it into your computer or whatever device. It's literally, you could just do this over Wi-Fi. Another thing is, you got settings that you can adjust right here, and that's where I like to go for settings. So you don't have to do it from the actual device, you can just do it from the app. Change the Wi-Fi password right there. I recommend doing that. Otherwise, it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. And you have the screensaver. I like that with the digital clock. It's awesome. It's nice to have. And another thing is the video. Loop record at 5 minutes. G sensor is defaulted to low, what you want. Camera settings I never really messed with. But date and time, it should auto do that for you. You shouldn't have to mess with it. Once you connect to the device from the app, you should be good. And you can also mute your mic on the device from that button there. And then if you want to quit the app, you just hit the home button. And that's it. So I highly recommend it. I mean, for the price, it's a whole lot better. If I can find it in this messy car I need to clean. This device I set this over winter. It's an 8-man. It's way better than this, man. This 8-man is a pain in the ass, you know. It's a bigger screen, but who needs that when you can use your phone or connect wirelessly from basically any device, even a laptop or TV potentially. But basically, I'm getting extreme with the TV, I know. But basically, you know, you got options. And the SD card, which by the way, I should have a decent size SD card in this one. I might just pop it in that one. But basically, it beats this one, man. I set it over winter, and I think the winter destroyed it. So if you use these, they don't go over, they don't do good below 15 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you're using this in the winter, say Michigan like I am, you definitely want to be taking these out of your vehicle every time you're leaving it for an extended period of time, such as after work or while you go into work, maybe even. Like I said, this thing doesn't operate very well at temperatures under 15 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, summers, that's a good question. Let me, that is a good question. I think it says it right on the thing here. Maybe it doesn't. This is in here. I can't remember the high temperatures, but I know it was 15 degrees Fahrenheit, so I just say freezing. Just keep, once it goes below freezing, just take it in with you. Hot days is very interesting. Oh, right here, 140 degrees. I mean, I live in Michigan. We may get hot days. I usually just park your car in the shade, maybe put one of those blankets that cover over or something like that. You should be all right, or easily enough. Check this out, right? That's all you gotta do. So it's working, like it's plugged in right now. It's probably not running because I don't have that plugged in, but you can see it turns right on. Okay, it auto records because if we pull this down, right, look, this is my point. You can literally just pull this down on your way to work, on your way to take it out or go wherever you gotta go. But this is what I'm saying, that button right there, that's how you use it off the thing. Right now it doesn't auto record, so if I was to boot this, see, it's not even recording right now. If I turn it to the car mode, see, it doesn't auto record on car mode though, but you can start it back up. Which oddly enough, I bypassed that error code even though it's in car mode now. Funny. But yeah, you just pop it off. It's real easy. Just got to be nice with it. You don't want to break that CUSB, or else you'd have to basically buy a new device, I guess, or jerry-rig your own mount up. But yeah, there's my review 17 minutes later. But I gave you as much information as you could possibly need on this thing. You know, went through the paperwork, went through the cost and how to get it cheaper if you are going to Walmart. You know, use the app. And the support on YouTube seems to be pretty good for talking with Yada company. They seem to be very communicative and responsive and helpful. I've seen some people have problems and they offered, you know, go to customer service and possibly get a refund or a replacement. I don't know what the people are saying. This thing gets hot. I don't feel it, man. And it may just be an updated version of this, but this thing is a steal, man, for 35 bucks. I mean, even 45 bucks. I think this is a really good price for Walmart, man. Just upgrade that micro SD if you think you need to. And that's all I got to say. Adios.